Oh, there it is. It stalled for a second. Hi, I am Melly from the soaringgypsy.com. I am talking today about the Master Cleanse. I am on day 6 and I am rocking it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it. I was writing a blog post yesterday. I've had a couple people ask me about it and what it is, what it's about, why I'm doing it. And so I was writing a blog post about it, and then I found myself typing the words. I plan to do a video every day or every other day of my experience. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do a video right now instead of write this blog post. So here I am. Like I said, I'm on day 6. This is my second time doing the Master Cleanse, actually. The first time was back in 2007, if we can even call it a time. It lasted 3 days before I quit. I will get into my reasons why that time didn't work out, and this time I'm so successful. Hopefully some of the tips, the main one that I learned along the way, might help any of you that are wanting to do it or are struggling with doing it or whatever. So I will get into that in a little bit. First of all, though, the Master Cleanse or the lemonade diet it's basically it's a master cleanse of your body. You drink this homemade lemonade mixture throughout the day whenever you're hungry. Other than that, you can have herbal teas or water. You take a nightly laxative and a daily saltwater flush, and that's it. It sounds hardcore, and the first time I did it, it felt hardcore. This time, it's going so well. The mixture is 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed organic lemon juice. I have found that a lemon, this one is actually a little bit big, but a lemon a little bit smaller than this, if it's really ripe, if it's, nice and squishy to the touch, cut it in half of that will give you 2 tablespoons, which I was really surprised about. I thought I'd be using a lot more lemons than that, so I've got a lot of lemons in my house. My husband decided when I was on day 2 that he was going to do it along with me, so those lemons will get a whole lot of cleansing use, which is good. But yeah, half of this I have found genuinely will give me 2 tablespoons almost every time. Test for yourself and, find out for yourself, but 2 tablespoons of organic lemon juice. You want 2 tablespoons of a dark grade B organic maple syrup. For those of you who don't do maple syrup, I've heard people substitute with agave. It's what I did the first time in 2007. I've also heard that people substitute with honey, which I'm vegan, so I don't do honey, but you can look into that if see what the pros and cons are to substituting with that if you want. There's also this new product. Well, I've just recently started seeing it in the store, so I don't necessarily know how new it is, but it's new to me. It's coconut nectar, which is, I've heard, really, really, really full of minerals and vitamins, more so than the maple syrup. So it might even be better to use than maple syrup in this particular cleanse. I'm not sure. If you wanna research that, you go right ahead. But so 2 tablespoons of organic lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of organic dark maple syrup, or whatever you want to substitute with, and 2 teaspoons of organic cayenne pepper. 2 teaspoons. I don't even know where I'm getting that from. At least 1/10 of a teaspoon of organic cayenne pepper. If you can tolerate more, definitely put more in. If 1/10 is hard to get down, you can cut that down a little bit and then just work your way up throughout the days. You want to get as much cayenne pepper in there as you can. It's a medicinal herb, and it's so good for you. So you try and get as much down as you can without making it too hot that you can't keep it down. Okay, you mix all 3 of those ingredients together in 8 ounces of purified water, and you drink it down. You want to drink it down pretty quickly, within 5 to 10 minutes. You don't want it sitting there. The reason that my last cleanse didn't so much work out is because we pre-made the mixture either the night before or the morning of. We pre-made all of it in a big pitcher and left it in the fridge so we could just pour and drink throughout the day. That was our idea, and it sounds like a really good concept, but in reality, that just gave the cayenne time to steep and make that lemonade so freaking hot. It was hot. It burned my lips. My throat was my stomach was on fire. I got instantly nauseous and dizzy, and I puked pretty quickly. Um, of all the 3 days that I did it, I don't think one single day I even got a full glass down. I would try and sip on it all day long. You know, I'm like, I'm doing this master cleanse and I've heard it's hardcore. I've heard it's hard. Maybe this is what it's supposed to feel like. And so I kept like trucking along, trying to do it, wondering how the heck those people could actually get 8 to 12 glasses of this down. It's so hot. And I kept puking it up and it was awful. So don't premix your shit. Just drink it fresh. If work purposes or travel purposes or something comes up that you know you can't make it fresh, you can do the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. You can mix those. You can pre-mix those together. The maple syrup will act as a preservative for the lemon juice, so it doesn't lose its enzymes. You can mix those 2 together, and then just leave the water and the cayenne separate. Don't put the cayenne in the water. It's going to do the whole steeping thing. Leave those 2 things separate, and then it's really easy to just measure out a little bit of cayenne pepper, dump your water, and shake it and drink. It's easier than trying to bring your juicer and juice your lemons on the road. But don't mix the whole thing. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. And that's it. That's the lemonade mixture. You drink as much of that in a day as you can. You probably want to drink no less than 6 glasses. Shoot for 10, 8 to 10. Just drink it whenever you're hungry. There's no max amount. If you're on this master cleanse to lose weight, which I wouldn't recommend, and it's not what I'm doing it for, obviously the more you drink, the more calories you're putting in your body, so the less you're going to lose. But again, I don't recommend this for weight loss. It's to cleanse. It's to rid your body of toxins and poisons and hopefully, you know, disease, which is what I'm working on. Drink as much of it as you can whenever you're hungry. At night, you want to take a laxative. I don't do laxative pills, so I do a tea. I do a smooth move laxative tea at night, right before bed, and then in the morning, or sometime throughout the day. But you want to set aside some time that you can hang out somewhat near your toilet when you do the saltwater flush. And the saltwater flush is probably the hardest part of this whole thing for me. Not necessarily because it tastes bad. You know, it's not. The taste is not. It's not bad to me. When I did my liver cleanse, the Epsom salt drink, that crap is awful. That I'm getting goosebumps even just remembering it. That's some bad crap. But the saltwater flush, taste-wise, not bad. You add 2 teaspoons of sea salt. Make sure it's sea salt. You don't want table salt. You don't want salt with iodine in it. You want pure sea salt. 2 teaspoons of it to start with. If you're not having, if you're not eliminating, if you're not having any, bowel movements with that, you want to up it the next time you do it a little bit at a time. Add a little bit more salt until your body flushes it out. Start with 2 teaspoons of sea salt and a quart of warm water, and that is why it's the hard part, because this is a quart, and this all needs to go down immediately. And that is a lot of liquid to put in your body, especially when you have only been drinking lemonade. Your stomach starts getting smaller, and this is a lot to get into your stomach. It's a lot. That's why it's the most difficult part for me, not because of the taste, but because of that. And the gurgling and cramping is not very pleasant either, but it's not intolerable. It's not too bad. Within 30 to 60 minutes, you should have it start flushing its way out of you, so that's why you need to stay near a toilet. And if it's not, then just next time you do it, up the salt a little bit until you get the results you want. And then that's it. That's the master cleanse. Lemonade drink, a laxative tea or laxative supplement, whichever you prefer, and saltwater flush. You drink as much water in between as you want. You can drink herbal teas, non-caffeinated herbal teas, as much of them as you want. Loud little motorcycle, and that's it. And like I said the last time, it didn't work out for me because I pre-mixed it, and it was awful. It was hot. I couldn't take it. If you're drinking it right away and it's still hot, it's making you a little bit dizzy. Just lessen your cayenne a little bit. Understand that when you're detoxing, you might get some of those kind of symptoms anyways: a headache, flu, dizziness. And they should pass relatively quickly. They shouldn't definitely last 3 days, and you shouldn't. The lemonade drink is actually really, really good. So if yours isn't good because of whatever reason, then just tweak with the cayenne a little bit until you get it where you like it. And that's my advice. I am on day 6, and I am really, really surprisingly having an easy time with this. Hi! Day 1 was a struggle, but that's only because I wasn't prepared. I often wake up and decide, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it now, and so I wasn't prepared. We didn't have any lemons, we didn't have any maple syrup, we didn't have any cayenne pepper because I've been off of nightshades for quite a long time, so we didn't have any peppers or cayenne pepper or anything like that in the house. And we have our RV parked in my grandparents' driveway right now. We're visiting with them, and they live way out in the boondocks in the middle of the mountains, an hour and a half to 2 hours away from any, normal person kind of store. So we got a really late start that day heading out to the store. I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna do this master cleanse, I'm gonna do this, bitch! And ready to go to the store immediately, but there was some things that came up that really, needed our attention. So we didn't head out on the road until early evening, and I was so determined to do this master cleanse, so I was just drinking water until I got my supplies. And on our way to the store, we passed by this Blockbuster Video with a going out of business clearance sticker in their window. My computer keeps messing up. So I had to stop and spend 3 hours there looking through their movies. When we started I started thinking about traveling full time when we were transitioning out of the military, and we did our first sweep of the house to start getting rid of and selling or donating our belongings. My movies is something that I was super, super brutal with. I kept a handful of them, and I donated about 2,000 movies. And I'm not exaggerating, I'm not being dramatic. Literally, I donated almost 2,000 movies. Just here we go, here's my movies. Since then, we have sold or donated most of our possessions to get ourselves on the road full time. And of everything, I still mourn those movies big time. So when I saw that clearance sale, 99 cents for a movie, they're not in cases, they don't have any cover art, they're just in a little slip, 99 cents each. I was like, I am all over this. I'm gonna start my collection again. And I spent 3 hours in there going through the little disorganized boxes, looking at every single movie, picking out way more than I needed to. And so at this time, it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I still haven't had anything but water, and my headache is like pounding, and I'm so hungry, and I'm cranky, and I'm tired, and it was a bad day because I wasn't prepared. I was craving food. By the time we actually got to the store to pick up my supplies, I was like, screw this lemonade diet, I don't want to do it anymore. I want some of that, I want some of that, I want some of that, load it up, get it in my belly. But doing a video. I'm doing my video now. But I know, stop talking to me. It's such a nice day out. The boys are doing work and they are distracting me. So anyways, yeah, it was hard at the grocery store to stick with it. I kept saying, I'm just gonna start tomorrow, and I want all this stuff, and I want it in my belly, and I want it in my belly now, and then I'm gonna start this lemonade diet tomorrow. But I knew that if I didn't start that day, I probably wouldn't have started tomorrow. I'm a very much, if I'm feeling it, I'm gonna do it. I can't plan to do it. I do it when I feel it. And waking up, the next morning, I probably wouldn't have felt it. So I stuck with it, and drank some more water, bitched a little bit at my husband to vent and grouchiness. Day 1 was not too good. Day 2, I felt good. There was a little bit of food craving when I was, watching my kids eat their salad. I'm like, oh, salad, I want some salad. But I just drank some more lemonade, and I was good. I was tired. Not so tired that I couldn't have gotten out of bed, but I chose to pretty much lounge in bed all day and watch a lot of the movies that I picked up the day before. Yeah. Day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. I'm great. I have no food cravings, none. A lot of energy. My headache is gone. Day 2, I still had that lingering headache of the pound I had on day 1, but it's gone. I feel great. Even while making food for my children, breakfast and lunch and dinner, I'm chopping up, I'm smelling it, I'm feeling it, but I don't have any urge to eat it. I might get a little bit hungry while I'm making it, but what I'm wanting is more lemonade, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I crave more lemonade. I go make myself another drink and I'm fine, which is really amazing to me because I didn't expect that. I've done juice fasting and juice feasting. I've done liver cleanses. I've done candida cleanse. I've done other kind of cleanses that, that psychological I want food has really played a big part in them, and it's been hard. Torture. Just food. I want to eat. Oh, that smells so good. I can't wait to have that. How many more days do I have? Is it almost time? I want to chew something. Every single other cleanse or fast or feast I've ever been on has left me feeling that, but for some reason I'm not this time, and that is good news because I am rocking this baby. Planning to do it for 14 days. They suggest that if you're going to do the master cleanse, don't do it for less than 10 days because you won't really reap many benefits. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they suggest. So really plan for at least 10 days. I'm planning for 14 days. I'll see how I feel after that, and if I choose to go longer, if I feel like going longer, I'm definitely going to. I'm doing this cleanse to see if maybe there's something built up in me, some kind of toxic or something that's built up in me that's causing this face condition that I have done videos on before. It's not going away, it's just getting worse. 17 years I've had it, and I've tried so many things to get rid of it, so if after 14 days I'm still feeling strong, I'll keep going. I'm not expecting it to, heal overnight. I'm not expecting to see any kind of even results anytime soon. It would be great, the body works in crazy, miraculous ways, but I've had it for 17 years, so realistically it may take a while to heal if this procedure, if this cleanse will even touch it. I don't know, but if it does, it'll probably take a while before I see results. So that's what I'm doing. I am out here in the sunshine today, so I'm going to try and get a close-up. I don't know how it's glaring on my computer, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see this face thing, but oh, look at my hair. I don't think I've done a video since I shaved it, have I? Here it is. It's longer now. When I shaved it on New Year's Day, I did not expect, I wasn't planning, I wasn't really thinking that I was going to continue to keep shaving it. I thought that, I'm going to have this big liberating moment. I'm going to shave my head. It's going to feel great. And then it's going to grow back, Here it grows back. I felt spoken to, shave it 3 times since then. So, this is the longest it's been since I shaved it that first time, though. I'm feeling like growing it right now. Who knows what I'll wake up tomorrow morning feeling like. I may shave it again. I don't know. I do know that I've been having a lot of dreams about my dreads lately. They don't necessarily look like the set that I shaved off a couple months ago. They're a little bit longer. They're more loose and frilly at the ends, but in my dreams I'm always twirling with them, and they're always like, just spinning around, and I've got my hoop that I'm just twirling and happy, and I love my dreads. I would be lying if I said I didn't miss them, but I don't regret shaving them. I am in love with short hair right now. It feels so good. It's easy. It's in love with it. But I do see myself having dreads again one day. When? I don't know. We'll wait until that happens. And I don't know why I'm talking about my hair right now. Got in close. I saw it. I had to talk about it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see these face splotches, but I don't know. We'll see. They're not flaring too bad today, but you can see them on my neck, on my cheek, on my chin. Over here on this cheek, they've exploded kind of. Down here on my neck, up here on my forehead, up in my hairline, going down the bridge of my nose now. They're all over the place, and it's a new one. I don't know what is causing them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this lemonade diet works. We'll see. Cross your fingers for me. That's it. I will put my blog link down at the bottom. It's theseranggypsy.com. If you have any questions or advice, maybe, I would love to hear from you. And I think that's it. Pretty sure I talked about everything. Yeah. And I have talked for, holy shit, it's almost 20 minutes. I've done this video a couple of times now, just because I'm trying to make it shorter, and it doesn't get shorter, so I'm just gonna, I talk too much. I'm done. Bye. Bye. Where's the off button? Bye.
Bye!